Hi friends, I'm Linda V. Taylor and welcome to Best of Both Worlds. I am so excited about the project that we're doing today. And after I show you how I quilted it, we're going to have the very special guest and creator of this quilt, Shannon Kaywood, with us. So stay tuned. Here's a picture of the quilt before it was quilted, just kind of a blank slate. And so as I looked at it, I had to figure out what I'm going to do on it, and remember the focal point of the quilt is the manger. This is the stars and loops pattern that I did overall down to the ground of the quilt, and it is 001, LT001. It's the very first pattern I ever created. I still love it. The first thing I did was do the overall stars and loops, just kind of skipping over the stars. And you can do that by, if you're doing freehand, just by blocking that out on the back of your table. But of course on the Statler you can trim that out. So that's what I did. This is the dimensional cobblestones, and I use them a lot in different quilts, especially art quilts. And I got them all off of this pattern, which is LT098, if you're interested in doing something like that. But it does give it a dimensional look, and I really like it. I'm doing the cobblestones at the bottom, and I have them graduated so they gradually get smaller, so that they're quite tiny when they get around the stable. Here's a close-up of the graduated cobblestones, so you can see. Just make them smaller as you get closer to the structure. Let's take a look at the picture of them when it's hanging up. You can really see what great texture that brought to the bottom of the quilt. This is the big star, and I just made this with some straight lines and did a circular array, and I love it. I think it turned out really nice. The smaller stars, I used more of a curves, kind of looked like they were spinning a little bit, but same idea, and I really, it turned out wonderfully. So here is the design I'm putting in the middle star, and it reaches out quite far. And again, it's just one that I made, a design, and then put it on circular array. I just love it. I felt like we needed words on the quilt other than the starry sky and the stars, because there's so many themes to Christmas, and I just thought it would really brighten up the quilt. So with this dark black thread, just going right over on top of the stars and loops, I just put some of these phrases that I think worked out very nicely. Okay, now I am putting the rays inside of the stable, and I made these rays on the circular array, but of course you could use a ruler if you're doing it by hand. I'm just doing some short ones, some long ones, and they really, again, show up when it's hanging up. This yellow thread on this brown doesn't show up very well right now. And I'll show you how I did that on the computer. It was weird. here's what it looks like on the computer. I had to do outside trim, so just the inside pattern is showing up and just part of it. So here's the original pattern. I think this is kind of cool. If I get a hold of this, you can see it will just sew what's in that window. That is so cool. So cool. So that's just how I placed it in there and then went for it. Shannon was hand stitching the figurines onto the quilt, and I told her on the next 4 quilts, because she's doing a total of 5, that I could easily stitch around those, just outline them with my machine. And so she put the iron on underneath them, and I just ironed them on while they were on the machine and stitched around them, and it turned out so nice. Well, I'm here with Shannon Kaywood, and she lives in Wyoming, and I've been doing some quilting for her, although she has been, you did do some work on a long arm machine, right?
I did try.
You did try.
And I did learn that you have to have talent.
No. Shannon, you don't have to have talent. Hope you didn't hear that. You just have to practice and practice.
That's true.
That's right. That's right.
It was
Everybody can do it. Okay, it was at her friend's house. Anyway, she loves piecing. You love piecing.
I do.
And she seems to have a theme. The quilts that I've done for you, you seem to have a theme. It's like you just really wanted to make this to be inspired about a certain theme. And this quilt definitely has a theme. So tell us how you came up with it, and how did you come up with the design?
Well, I decided after Halloween, I did some Halloween quilts for each of my boys' families. And then I didn't think about Christmas. You start thinking about Christmas after Halloween. I thought I should do a Christmas quilt for each family. And obviously I don't have much time. So I needed to make it simple. And also, we don't live close to a quilting store. And I've been collecting fabrics for 40 years.
Like everybody else, right?
That's another hobby we have.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And so I decided I needed to use what I had. And so I started out with little 5-inch blocks, charm packs, but it was way too busy. So I took that apart and decided I needed to make it more calm for Christmas.
Well, I think what you've come up with is so simple, and yet the focal point is exactly where you wanted to focus, which was on Christmas.
That's right.
Mary and Joseph and the Christ child.
That's right.
And then when I was quilting it, boy, I was looking and I'm like, we need some words on there.
Yes, yes.
So you texted me some words, and we went with that, and it's perfect. It's so perfect.
There's so many beautiful Christmas songs. All of these are from Christmas songs about the Christ child.
Yep. Well, thank you for your work and your creativity, and for letting me work on your quilts. I really appreciate that, because it's so inspiring to me.
Well, thank you. I mean, because the quilt is so simple, it is the quilting that just makes it pop.
Well, it doesn't.
Makes it special.
It just all came together perfectly. So
yeah.
And thanks
because
again.
Linda's amazing.
Thank you again for being on.
Thank you.
Well, we want to thank Shannon for being here today, and thank you for watching. We hope you really enjoyed it. And let's take a look at all of the different features on this beautiful quilt. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.